Moving on to the former Western Conference champions,
Colorado Rapids.
Colorado Rapids. Colorado Rapids, hold please. Brought in Gustavo Vallecilla from Cincinnati, Giassi Zardes, of course, Sam Nicholson came back, Ralph Priso in a massive blockbuster trade with Toronto, Felipe Gutierrez on loan from Universidad. The attacking midfielder hasn't featured much so far. But out the door, Andre Shinyashiki, of course, we spoke about earlier. Nicholas Mesquida has been transferred out. And as previously mentioned, the Mark Anthony K blockbuster trade. If we're going to talk about Charlotte being hurting their chances to be successful in the current season, then this is a loss for Colorado. And the reason why I'm flipping onto your side is because Charlotte is a first-year team. Colorado are trying to be competitive in a conference that they won last year.
Yeah.
So it looks like a massive step back. The Vallecilla trade from a Cincinnati team that there we go. The Vallecilla trade from a Cincinnati team that was statistically the single worst defensive team in league history. Bad. Giassi Zardes, I'm okay with that trade. I think he fits well with Diego Rubio. Sam Nicholson, I always liked Sam Nicholson, even when he was playing for, back a couple years ago in this side. I don't know what he quite brings yet. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch him play, especially against Red Bull when they beat us 5-4. We won't talk about that. Ralph Priso has great upside, long-term potential. Getting a $1 million player basically in this trade. And then Felipe Gutierrez adds a little bit of attacking creativity in the front. Andre Shinyashiki never really got it going in Colorado. Mesquita never really was able to break into the team this year. I think, if I'm looking correctly, just about 9 sub appearances, 100 minutes. Never really could break into the team. And finally, the Mark Anthony K trade. So, by the way, Toronto absolutely fleeced this trade. Getting a player like Mark Anthony K to fit into that side right now is massive. We had talked about it a little bit being very rare for MLS teams to go win now, right? Win now transfers. This is a win now transfer for them. And for Colorado, it's we're okay with being below the line. We'll try again next year. So I think it's a loss.
I just don't understand what Colorado is going for here. Because I agree with you that they're the Mark Anthony K trade kind of signaled like, okay, we'll try again next season. But then like majority of these transfers are for guys that are either turning 30 or are already going to the wrong side of 30, with the exception of Ralph Priso. So Viacy is also a bit young too, but like you said, he's coming from an FCC defense that has just been historically awful. Like Zardes is 30. He's going to be obviously only getting older at that point. Wrong side of 30. Sam Nicholson is 29. He's going to be turning 30 soon. Gutierrez is also, I think he's already on the wrong side of 30. Yeah, he's 31. He's going to turn 32 in like 2 months. So like, I'm not sure what the direction of Colorado is. Do you look at this team and think like, because judging by their age, you would think, okay, they're going to try to like go win now next season. But like, do you think this team on paper is good enough to be win now? I don't.
I don't know, because you've got players like Rubio and Zardes and Abubakar and Rosenberry and Jordan Lewis that can make a difference. Jack Price, who's having his worst season probably of his career right now. I believe maybe he was injured. He might have been. But you're right. It's an old team, and Lucas Estevez, one of their better attacking players early in the season, is only on loan. He'll be gone by the end of the year. So this team, and of course, they have my favorite goalkeeper of all time. The team is underperforming, no doubt. They've got pieces to build off of, but they definitely need to get younger at some point because they're in trouble.
I think they have a lot of good MLS guys like Zardes, Rubio, Michael Barrios, Jordan Lewis, um, Jack Price. Like we were talking, Lalas Abubakar Keita, a lot of good MLS guys, but like I don't look at this team and think like, okay, they're going to be able to compete with LAFC. They're going to be able to compete with Toronto. They're going to be able to compete with who else? Seattle, Austin. Like I just don't. I don't think this team is competing with them. But like judging by all the players that they're bringing in and where they are in their career, this just feels like a team that is supposed to win now, and I just don't think that they can. So I don't really see what the direction is. And let me tell you, as an Atlanta fan, I totally understand what a directionless team looks like. So yeah, it's a lose window for me. I mean,
Yeah, this team isn't climbing above anybody in that playoff race right now. There's no way, unless everybody hits the best form of their career right now. They're not. So I agree with you. I don't think there's much going on there.
good.